everyone, and welcome back to another Barely Art Live. I'm here with Jeremy.
I'm here with Andrea.
And we are celebrating all those graduates out there.
Yes.
As it is graduation season.
Woohoo!
So we're just going to make a little cake topper to, celebrate them. We're going to kind of show you guys how to elevate pretty much any file that you have to make it a little different with some very simple tools.
Yes, indeed. It doesn't take a whole lot of different things here. Mm-hmm. As you can see, we just have different types of papers, and we've got some other things, but we're going to show you a few techniques to make it really pop.
Yeah. Before we get started, I don't think we have any major announcements. The only thing is that design team applications have closed. And so we are sending out the acceptance emails very, very soon. So check your inboxes this coming week. And hopefully we made it. We had a lot of applications, over 100 and almost, I think, 120 nearly.
A lot of strong candidates this time around. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
It was really hard to choose. I got to see a lot of amazing crafters out there. And I hope that you guys don't make it this time, you can make it next time.
Absolutely.
These terms are 4 months long. So in 4 months, check our website and apply again because there's a lot of great people out there.
Yes. And the next 4 months after that, that's going to put you right in all of the holiday seasons.
True.
So that's always going to be the fun one.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be a lot of interesting things going on.
For sure.
All right. So I think that's the only announcement we have, actually. Mm-hmm. Actually, no, it's a lie. We are having a collaboration.
Yes.
If you guys watched last week's live, you noticed that we worked with Chibitronics to collab and make a really cool card. It was a camera with a light on it, which was really amazing to do and really fun to make. If you haven't seen it, go check our YouTube and you can watch the replay there. And we are going to work with them. So if you start seeing, Chibitronics on our Instagram feed, because our design team will be getting to work with them as well, don't be surprised. It's still us, but we are making a wonderful and very exciting collab.
Yes, it's going to be fun. I can't wait because it has electronics in it.
Yes, and then, the card is... Oh, yeah, this is what we made.
Oh, never mind. It's right there.
I got that flower.
Oops.
Ignore that. But yes, this is the card. I'm not sure if I put the light on there. Or the light's on here, but it kind of... Since I put a little thing to fight it...
Yeah, it might have run out of batteries by now.
Yeah. But here is the card. Again, check it out.
Yeah,
it is on...
Chibitronic, if it's still working. There it is.
It is.
Still working right here.
Boop. Very cute. Okay, so definitely check the live out. It is, again, on our YouTube.
Yes.
Okay, and now for this week's live, we are making the graduation cake topper on our website, barely.art, of course, for free. And we'll be adding... we did just a couple of edits to make it We're going to make it a shaker, and we're going to have some spinning stars on it. The only thing I did to the file to do this is it comes with these layers right here, these circle layers, this black circle, white circle, and this gold. The only thing I did was add one more white circle, so I just duplicated that shape. And then I made a circle that fits behind the white, so it'll fit right in there. This will be the acetate. And that's it. Everything else is just as the file came.
Yes. Just like that.
Okay, so to get started, let's see, where shall we begin? Let's start with the smaller stuff first to get those out the way.
Sounds good. So
today, this is just the products we're using is some glitter paper, some 65-pound cardstock, and some 65-pound cardstock gold. So white. We use glitter paper for this one, and then gold.
Yes, and we're going to be making some things spin around on top of that,
Yes, so we'll also be using our Barely Art glue, of course, Barely Art cubies, and some brads. Not to be confused with Chads.
No Chads, just Brad. It's multiple Brads.
All right, so there is some teeny pieces to get started with.
I'm going to use my handy-dandy
tweezers,
of course. And using our precision craft glue inside of our Whimsical Wishes holder. Wow, we got a lot of stuff going on here.
Yeah, we work with a lot of fun, fun people lately.
Yes, indeed. And I got to clean out my nozzle a little bit. There we go. If you have any types of clogs or things in there, always just take your cleaning pin, push it inside, right? Run it back and forth a couple of times, and you should be good to go.
Yep. If there are more stuck than that, you can stick your tips, the ultra fine and fine tips, into some warm water, and that should help re-soften the glue.
Yeah,
and then you use the pin to get all that gunk out again.
Yes, indeed. And sometimes you have to push it from the other way as well. All right, whatever you need to do in order to make sure that it is all cleaned out. But usually you can do it pretty easily. I have seen some crazy ones before that's like really, really clogged. And yeah, at some point you might just need another tip kit.
Which we do sell.
Yes, which we do have on our website, barely.art, but usually you don't need to. Usually with a little bit of force, you should be able to loosen up any glue there as possible. And of course, if you have either a holder, like the one that you see here, like this one that we have, you can simply just take your bottle upside down, put it in, and call it good, which is what I'm doing for this project right now because I'm going to be using this a lot over and over and over again.
Precisely. That's what a big benefit people have seen using the Whimsical Wishes glue holders is that they don't have to put the little cleaning pin every time.
Yes, exactly. Don't need the
especially for the product that's taking a long, like
really, like the ones that have, or if you're doing like multiple different ones, right? You're doing them all the time. And if you're doing them all the time, doing like 5, 10, whatever for like a party or something like that, then yeah, it's much easier to do it like that. And there you have it. Boop.
Classy.
Class of.
And then also, currently we are on Facebook and YouTube and our Barely Art website. So if you have friends on Instagram waiting for us and they're confused, tell them where to go because we're not on Instagram right now.
Yes,
Instagram doesn't play well with others.
Yes, indeed. Working on it.
Yeah, they just don't like our software.
All right. Finishing up these little letters here of all these tiny little pieces. And as you can see, using our precision craft glue makes this super easy, super quick every single time, especially for small pieces. As long as you don't drop them. Or as long as you don't glue the wrong side, which I've almost done a couple times already. Boom. I almost thought I just did it again. I'm like, are you serious?
And then, of course, it's a graduation topper, and it does have 2023, but the file actually does come with other numbers.
How many numbers does it come with?
The ones you need.
The ones you need.
So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and
all of them?
zeros.
So all the numbers.
So all the numbers.
Okay.
Individual numbers, yes.
Gotcha. I was like, does it only come with like 2 numbers that you have to like put together? It's like, yeah, you can only use this file on every even year.
We'll use this file for the next couple of years, and then you have to get a new file.
Well, I mean, let's see. Well, you can do 2032.
2032.
And you can do 2203, if you ever get to that point and still cutting out pieces of paper. Oops.
True.
200 years in the future.
Yeah,
Simple. It'll be like, what was the turn of the century like? And it'll be like, it was crazy.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's all those movies, and it's always like, oh wow, it's so cool in the future, and yada yada. But then you live. That time of just chaos, and it's like, you know what?
It's different.
It's cooler to read about than to go through sometimes.
Then you get like the dystopian stuff.
Yeah, true.
Anyways, we're talking about graduation, not the end of the world.
Very true. Well, some people might think it's the same thing, but it's not. There's a lot of fun after graduation.
Like what?
Like going to really cool places that, like, you get to find your dream. Yeah. Why are you nodding like you don't believe me?
I believe you.
Yes, there are fun places to work. There are places that are not so fun, but, sometimes those are necessary to, like, find the right place. Relax, Jerry. I'm having fun.
I was about to say, like, is this a fun place or a not fun place?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jerry. Every Friday I craft. Ugh, what a horrible time.
Ugh, in front of people.
Jeez. What a bummer.
Goodness.
Anyway, there is a lot of fun things to do after college, and of course during college. Or if you're going from high school to college right now, that's also a fun chance.
Yes.
You get to learn about what you are passionate about, try new things. I did classes that I did my basics in high school, so I didn't have a lot of opportunity to try new things in school when I got to college. So if you guys are going from high school, college, and you don't have, a lot of credits, and you don't have like your path already written down for you, because that's what I did. It's a lot of fun to try new things. There are also just clubs too, if you want to try that. Because even though I had like kind of my, I guess, career picked out when I was younger, I still got to try things. Like I was part of a short film festival. I wrote for the
fun.
college paper. And there's a lot of cool things to do.
That is fun. Yeah, a lot of the clubs and things are super helpful. All right, putting this down.
Now we have a question from, I believe the name was Grandma Boo Boo.
Grant.
Bobo on YouTube about can you use vinyl for the small pieces that we just did, that we just glued down like the numbers in class of 2023. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you should be able to, yes.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, all you have to do is just make sure that all your spacing is put out correctly.
I changed my mind on
Use the transfer paper, etc. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's not too... I definitely recommend that, especially for the class and of, because they're all stacked together. 2023, I would just recommend using glue because it makes it a little bit easier because they're a little bit bigger and they're not connected in this specific case.
Yeah.
But the class of, oh yeah, you can do that all. You can
You
probably do
should
that
be
in
able
one.
to. In fact, we used vinyl on a paper project not terribly long ago.
It's right.
Is it here?
I thought it was.
Might be
at one
behind us.
point. It's
It's right here.
there.
Dude.
I thought I saw
So
it.
we actually did do a paper and vinyl project. This one was the Showered with Love card. And we've got this red and pink hearts here are vinyled onto a white paper. And then as well as there's some, it's hard to see on the camera, but there's some blue raindrops up here that go onto the blue paper. I probably should put blue and blue together, but that was an afterthought.
Blue sky, blue raindrops.
You know. So like in person you can see it. Anyway, so you can use vinyl on paper, and if you want to check this live out, we do have it on our YouTube channel. If you want to go look at that, and we kind of walk through how we did it. So that is a good option.
All right.
Okay, I had started gluing down, but luckily it
Want to
hadn't.
cubie it?
I did want to cubie it.
Cubie away.
All right. Speaking of graduation, Jeremy, what was the best part of graduation and or before or after?
Not
for you?
going to class anymore.
Oh my gosh, for sure.
That was my favorite thing about graduation, is not having to do tests or go to class, things like that. And then not having to take things home to do. That was the other thing. It's like all this time just appeared out of nowhere.
Agreed.
And then I quickly used it for other things.
Yeah. I had such a weird feeling after graduating and then starting to work. Because, you're like, okay, back into the routine of waking up early and your day is filled. Because then there was no homework.
Yeah, exactly.
And
you
I would go home
come
and I was like,
and do anything.
Am I supposed to do something for, work outside of work hours? But you're not. You're supposed to just go home and live your life.
Yep.
So that's always fun, too.
Yes, it's to do other things rather than work constantly.
Yes.
And you can actually look things up. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Who'd thunk?
You can Google things. It's allowed. Okay.
You can chat GPT things.
Oh,
Just
dear.
kidding.
Alrighty, so we've got our smaller pieces glued down. Now to work on our shaker.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this little needle in here again.
Or you can use.
Or I can use the Whimsical Wishes. And I like this one. This was a gift
Oh,
from
that's
someone,
the little
right?
bear, yeah.
He went to Creativations recently, and there's a little green gummy bear on this cleaning pin. So someone made, and it's adorable, and I love it. So it's like my little friend, my little crafting buddy.
Hangs out with you.
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna put these aside. We didn't glue the stars down, guys. Just
Yes.
FYI.
Don't
we
glue the
just worked
stars
on
down.
the class of 2023 with a little hat and a little diploma. So
Yes, because
stars
these
are
stars
still loose.
are going to spin.
Spin.
So don't glue these yet. Everything else, glue them up, cube them up, however you want.
Yeah.
Just don't glue the stars. Did I put enough glue on that? Yeah, I did.
Okay, so we are working on the shaker part now.
Let's
All right,
shake
I'm gonna put aside the gold piece because I'm not gluing that down yet. And then we will take the black layer, the 2 white circles, and then the acetate. Again, the acetate and white circle, a spare white circle, are the only things that I added to the file. Those are really easy to take care of in like Cricut Design Space. You just duplicate this white one, and then in Design Space for like the circle the right size, I did 2 steps. I took this circle, duplicated it, and then I went to the I think it's contour, and then it says hide all contour, so it filled in this circle, so it's the exact same size. If you want to take it a bit further, you can do the offset and do like a very small negative offset, so it kind of sits in there, and you're not afraid that it's gonna poke out the acetate. So it's just barely, there's just a little
smaller.
space between the paper and the acetate
Wee bit.
edge. So anyway, that's just a little tip on that. Okay, so first, I'm gonna get our black paper. We've got glitter, and we're gonna take our white circle and glue it down.
All right, easy enough.
So I've found in the past so far that when I'm making shakers, a lot of times I have, this one's a little bit different because this is such a thick circle, but in the past I've done it where I kind of don't know where to put the cubies because it's because it's a fine line. A lot of times they're very thin.
So thin, yeah.
So I'm like trying to get into the habit of now duplicating this little layer that it's going to be on. That way you know exactly where your foam's going to go.
Every single time.
So I'm just going to glue that. Again, you might need extra glue for, I forgot the glitter paper.
Yes, always use
Put
more
some
glue
extra
for the
glue.
glitter paper. Especially because if the glitter itself isn't stuck to the paper,
Yeah.
then the glue is not going to, well, the glue is going to stick to something, but it's going to stick to the glitter.
The loose
The
glitter.
loose glitter that's not on the paper.
Yeah.
Basically, we're gluing sand together.
You want to
It works with enough glue.
and get paper that doesn't shed so much. But you know, it's hard to find. Sometimes you don't know until you test it out yourself.
Exactly.
This one is generally a low shed, but you know, still, it's quite like glitter stuck onto paper, so it might not stay.
Indeed.
So I'm just gonna say, pushing this, and I'll turn upside down. Push on it. Okay, now from here we're gonna build our shaker. This is not gluing. I'm not being patient. That's why I need to let it dry.
Be patient. Be patient.
Okay, I try and stick it down, let it dry a little bit. I'm just gonna hold it onto it for a second.
There you go. Boop.
Did you have a big graduation party when you graduated?
Not that I remember. I think we celebrated in some way or another, but I was more like, oh, we're done. Get me out of here.
Yeah, I think I took a nap for both college after high school graduation and college graduation.
Just
I
went
was
straight
just like,
to
all right,
naps.
everyone, thanks. Like my family
Oh,
was
yeah.
there. I'm like,
Bye,
thanks everyone.
and
I'm going to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because after that, like, you did so much stuff and everything else. And then I knew people, too, like, they would still have to do, like, tests and things after they walked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Hated that.
Yes. I missed a final once. Like, completely.
Oh my gosh.
And that was a fun one. But it's because on his little paper or whatever, he put the wrong date. And I was very a date-oriented person and not a day-oriented person. So he put the right day and the wrong date. I was like, I showed up. I'm like, what's going on? And it's like, there's no one there. I'm like,
Did he let you retake
Yeah,
it?
he did.
Oh, good.
It was wrong on the syllabus. So he was like, oh, yeah, I see.
Fair enough.
I mean, he probably mentioned it like 5 times in class, but wasn't paying attention. But
Whoops. Okay, next up, we're going to get our tall cubies out of
Yes.
the bag O cubie.
yes, the Bago cubies.
Yeah, currently we have all these loose cubie pieces, so we've got just a giant bag of them. Not sold, guys. I'm gonna just take some of this.
Yes, indeed. All right, take a look at where you're going to put it. Boom, we got lots of room. Man, we can
Oh
just
yeah.
put wherever we want that, right?
So I'm curious, everyone watching, if you're making a graduation cake topper, who are you making it for?
Ooh, yes, indeed. Who is graduating?
Grandsons, kids,
life.
nephews, nieces, your friends.
All right, and of course with the cubies, use the technique, rip it off with a little bit of an angle, and that way it already makes it round, just like that. And you can see how thick that is.
Use the extra height.
Extra height. So you don't have to do the double stack and all that other jazz, right? You're just simply using one strip out once. And then if you need extra, oh, you already pulled
Oh.
it.
I'll just stick it back on there.
And then put a little bit in all of your little holes here. Put a little bit of Barrier glue there, just to make sure nothing comes out.
Yeah, we're gonna use I think we're gonna use some mostly chunky glitter sort of things. But if you're using fine glitter, then it will find a way out.
Yes, always. Doesn't matter what you do.
So we are gonna just make sure that doesn't happen.
So ta-da, you got this, and if you look like that on the side, nice and thick, easy to do. Don't think about it too hard. Done.
Nice.
Look at that. And then which side is this on? Got it?
Yep. Just filling in the glue. And the little spots, I mean.
Little spots.
And then our cubies are soft on the sides, no extra sticky residue. So whatever you put in here shouldn't stick to the sides,
Yes.
which is, I heard, a big plus. I didn't know that was such a big deal. I mean, I did like when I made crafts, and I was like, oh, I need to put like extra glitter because it gets stuck to the sides. I didn't really think that that was a problem that could be solved. And then here we were solving it.
Solving the problem. Always solving problems. That's what we do. We solve problems in the arts and
We
crafts.
do. All right, I'm gonna set this aside now while that the little glue bits dry.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and clean the acetate.
Okay. Do we want to fill first and then clean the acetate?
We can do this, yes.
Or either way?
Either way, I don't know. You suggested it.
No, either way, it's fine with me.
I have acetate in my hand. I'm
Okay, we'll clean the acetate.
taking off the film. And then clean the acetate. This was suggested us by Ann Pham from the Useless Crafter. She's on our design team. And you guys might remember her from the XOXO event influencer takeover we had here early in February. And she says if you clean the acetate, it will, what's it called? Like kind of take away the stickiness of it.
Yes, the static. Remove the static. Extra little bit of help. All right.
Both sides. Okay, and now we get to fill our shaker.
Excellent. All right, I'm going
This
to
jar
go
off to the
for some gilds. And
Grandma Bobo is making her graduation cake topper for her
hey,
daughter, you said? Did she say granddaughter. Very cool. Well, congratulations to your
yes,
granddaughter.
Congratulations.
Very nice.
Where's she graduating in?
Well, yeah, majoring or
Major?
high school? I'm going to put some fine glitter in here, actually, just for the funsies.
I'm having funsies just for funsies. I didn't like that. I always like to put a lot.
You do, but it always turns out so fabulous.
Thank you. Some of that in there. Dump all this in there.
Oh gosh, you did put a lot. Again, it'll turn out
Still
fabulous.
putting more in there.
Yes.
Wow, look at that. And then we put Chibitronics in the back. Just
Oh
kidding.
my gosh. I did want to, so it would be a really cool project for Chibitronics.
It would be really good.
I just didn't have enough stickers.
Fun stars.
Yeah, I'll take a couple. Thank you. Do, 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 do.
Boop, boop, boop.
Cute. More silver. Bam. And some chunky glitter. Although I think Jeremy used most of it.
Basically, yes. I could use more though.
The other thing that we've been told was to don't take the strips off the, what's it called? Like the cover? The paper sort of
The
on the
paper, yeah.
strips. That way your glitter doesn't stick to it. Because we used to do that.
Oh yeah, by accident.
I don't know why we would do that.
Because we weren't thinking.
That's very true. We were not. Okay.
Just having so much fun.
Ooh, look how pretty.
Very pretty.
Oh, it's so sparkly.
Yeah. Always put a lot, in
Yes.
my opinion.
All right. Now we can take off the little paper strips. I would put enough glue to keep the fine glitter from escaping.
Mm-hmm.
Do be careful though, because if you're holding onto the sticky and you just pull your hand up, you will throw glitter everywhere.
Yes. Keep it down.
Okay. Got my now clean acetate. Let's try and center.
Center as much as possible.
Cool. So Grandma Bobo has some advice for us, which is awesome. First of all, her granddaughter is graduating from high school, so good luck to her. I hope college is a wonderful experience if she's going that route. And then also, she said she cleans her acetate with a dryer sheet.
Oh,
And
there
now,
we go.
which
That's a good idea.
makes sense.
I like
Static.
that idea, yes.
Okay.
Static electricity.
Yes. All right. Now Let's see. How did we plan to do the brads again? It was this one, right? We can go ahead and glue this white one down.
Yes, we can.
All right, guys. So the next step is to take that duplicated white circle and glue it right on here. So you'll see it's like a little porthole.
Portal.
Porthole? I was thinking
Porthole.
porthole. Yeah.
Portal.
Wait, is that why it's called a porthole? It's like a porthole?
Portal. It's a portal. A portal? I don't actually know.
Huh.
That's a great question.
Any
nautical
nautical
marine people?
All right, let's see. It's like a portal to the, to the
It's
sea.
a porthole into the sea. Maybe that's what it is. All right. Put this down here. On a live, we can't jinx each other on a live.
That's true. Besides, he never plays fair with Jinx, guys. He always keeps talking.
All nice and aligned.
Ta-da!
And yes, our glue works on acetate. We get that question a lot, so I gotta say it.
True.
Ta-da!
Ooh, very nice. Here to shake it. Oh yeah, looks pretty good.
And the extra glitter there sticks to the black, which is nice too.
Yeah.
Ta-da! All right, I got a shaker
All
part
right,
down.
nice.
Boom. Very nice.
Okay. All right. Next, we are going to work on making our stars spin.
Okay. Spinny stars.
Spinny stars.
Spin stars.
Boop. Okay, so we're going to need the stars that we did not glue yet, which is these. There's two of them on the file. It's a black layer and a white layer. We're also going to need a gold circle, as well as two brads. And we did, this is a big tool, but we did chomp them to make them a little bit shorter. So depending how big your stars are, because if you make this file a lot bigger, up to you, the star might, or the brad might poke out behind it.
Yeah. You'll
So-
see in a second.
Yeah. Or also the gold layer. So,
Indeed.
All right. Anyhow, moving forward, let's see. So we got, we're using our little pokey dentist
little-
tool that,
Little pokey stick.
non-sponsored.
Not sponsored.
I don't have the one with the tape on
Oh,
it.
whoops.
Anyway, So if I recall correctly, I'm going to first poke a hole in the center of the star. We want to be as centered as possible. I'm going to take this and poke.
Nice. Poke. So poking a hole in the center of the star.
Just like that.
Boop.
There
Okay.
we go. And then we are going to, mine's got a line up. Anyway. And then we're going to pick, let's see. It was a spot on the gold, I think. To
Yes.
find a poke.
Yes, we need to find a spot wherever you want your pokey to be.
Pokey. So I'm just going to make a little dot. I'm going to hold where I want it because I'm going to put the hat up here and the diploma down here. Whoopsie.
Oh, I see.
So I'm going to go ahead and plan that out for myself.
And then where's the class of 2023 going?
And put that in the center.
Oh, I see.
And so I'm going to go ahead and make a little mark with my tool on the gold. So I know where I'm going to poke through.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Alrighty. In that case, I'm going to poke here and there.
There we go.
All that good. A little bit of poking. Take the poker. And you're trying to get it kind of in the middle.
Yeah, as best you can.
As best you can in the middle of your paper there.
We also have our brad here. And because we cut it, it is a little bit more blunt. So it might be a little bit of a squeeze to get there. Because usually it kind of has a slight point that helps you kind of move it in. But it should be fine.
Yes.
I'm just going to twist.
So got that like that.
So it has lots of room to spin. I'm getting glitter all over me.
Poke. All right, so you got all your stuff poked. Got your little holes where you need them. I'm actually going to, I'm going to take oh, there it goes, never mind. So yeah, just give it a little spin, make sure that it can spin around it like a little ninja star. Woo! Okay, once you can ninja star it, you're good to go. If you can't ninja star it, not good to go yet. All right, so make sure, wind it up. Okay, there we go. All right, same thing on the gold here as well.
Oops, I just bent my bread.
Can't bend the brad.
bread. I'm sorry.
Okay. And I like to spin I like to spin the paper around and just hold the brad, which seems to be a little bit more helpful. Okay, and then get the brad in there. All right. Oops.
These little poke toy.
There it goes. Spin that around a bit there. Okay. Now we're good to go. Right? You good?
Almost.
Almost there.
Couldn't get my bread in there.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Now for the spinny part.
All right, now you're gonna put your bread you're gonna poke it through the back.
Right. Just like that there. So poking it through like that. All right, you got the brad, and it's a little shiny, but the button part is on the back. Just remember that. Button on the back. Flat on the back. Otherwise, it's not going to spin right.
And then you're gonna go ahead and layer our
You're going to take your star.
star.
Because you're so diligent in your spinning around, you're going to put that star on there, like that, right? So now all that can be free. Be free.
Free.
Okay, and then you're going to flatten your brad. Give it a little space. Don't tighten it down.
Yeah.
All right, just get a little bit of room. That can move like that. Whee.
Spin, 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 spin.
Okay, just like that. There it goes. And again, just make sure that everything can spin all good. Alrighty.
Cute. I already like it.
Me too. Okay, got that one down. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side.
Yep, which I haven't poked the holes through my.
Poke the hole here, like that. The brad on the back. Again, brad's on the back. Brad on the back. Okay, then take your black star here, put that in. Bend your brads backwards and forwards again. So I didn't separate this one as easily as before. Give me 1 second. There it is. Boop. And boop. Just like that. And again, don't tighten it down so much. Leave enough room so everything can spin freely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and again, grab onto your brad there, spin everything, make sure that everything's aligned. There we go. It's just a fun toy for me.
It's like a fidget spinner.
Yeah, it's a fidget spinner. Make sure the star moves independently, make sure the gold piece moves independently, all that stuff. And you got two little stars ready to go on opposite sides.
Nice.
Like that. All right. Okay. You almost there?
Almost.
Almost there. And again, so we were talking about before, you might have to snip your brad a bit. So ours are a little bit snipped, as you can see, just because what's going to happen with that is we're going to glue our star right on top of that brad. So we want to make sure that the star here can actually hide it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's no bueno.
All right, I'm putting my brad to the back now. Boop.
Okay.
Star on top.
Star on top. Brad on back, star on top. Boop. All right. We got that. Good?
Yep.
Perfect.
On. Ta-da.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my white star now on it. And use a liberal amount of glue here because you've got the brad to deal with, you've got the glitter paper to deal with. I'm going to probably use a good amount there. And stick that on here like so. Okay, because there is a little bit of a bump, you're going to have to hold it. Make sure that it stays down. Like that. Press and hold, press and hold. And I don't think I put enough glue on the corners here, but as long as you get the middle part there, you should be good.
Yeah. Oops. Ah, I immediately got stuck to me instead of the paper. Okay, now just hold it down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like squish, squish, squish.
Squish it, squish it.
While we're waiting for things to dry, what are you, I was going to ask another graduation question, but I forgot.
What grades did you just kidding?
Well, I
How
guess maybe
smart.
if you haven't, or if you maybe you're not graduating, maybe someone else is graduating, or I mean, if you've been out of school already, what did you guys major in? 'Cause
Yes.
I'm curious what crafters are up to.
Absolutely. All right, got that
Or,
one
you
down
can brag
there.
about your kids or grandkids who've already graduated and like, sure wish I had this file back then. Now go ahead and brag about them some more.
Exactly.
And my nephew was conquering the world. Doing
Conquering the world.
Yeah.
That is collage.
Now another project people are doing for graduation they do is the
Hats, right?
Hat toppers,
Yeah, the
yeah.
hat top, the actual hats. Wait, could you do a cake hat topper? Stick that out,
what?
like a giant billboard of a sign of you.
Giant billboard of a sign.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That would be interesting. All right.
Hold it down.
Boop.
Squish, 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 squish. All right, I've got stars that turn now. Ta-da.
Woohoo! They're
Okay.
turny stars or spinny stars.
I'm gonna set this aside a little bit. Bring back my piece over here. Shake, shake. All right, and we are going to go ahead and start gluing the gold down. Or are we foaming?
We're foaming.
We are foaming the
Foaming
gold
the
down.
gold down. Because remember, our little Brad's going to spin here, right?
Yes, they need some spinning.
So we're going to use our thin ones, or we can use our thin squares
Oh
too.
yeah, we got those two.
Either one. I'm actually going to go over squares here. It's probably more annoying, but there's less room here.
True.
So we'll go with these little guys here.
Oops.
These little sections. I'm actually going to put them close to the Brad, but not like on the Brad, because you want a lot of support around that Brad.
Brad.
I know Brad needs a lot of support.
He needs some support. You know, gotta be there for our friends,
Yes.
especially during finals week.
Yeah. All right. Press them down. Pull them up like that. Oops. I got too much glitter on my hands.
You know, I've got a lot of glitter on mine too. Stick, 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 stick. Okay. Now take the backing off all those.
Okay. Pull all these pieces off.
Almost there.
Maybe a little bit more nails. Just a wee bit.
All right, for everyone who is watching right now, I've got a trivia for you.
What's that?
What year did I grad? Do you guys think I graduated high school?
High school. Ooh, that's a fun one. What year did Andrea graduate high school?
Put your guesses in.
This will be interesting.
I'll tell you a little bit later.
Oh, goodness.
Funny enough, it's one of my favorite numbers.
Is it really?
Yeah, it just happened to turn out that way.
Fun.
All right, all my pieces are
I
sticky.
think my birthday ended up becoming my favorite number, but it's because it
Really?
was my birthday, not because of any other reason. All right, so you should have something that looks like this or something close to it. Oh, look at mine. Mine looks like all professional.
Ooh, fancy.
But yeah, you're just building up a little bit of spots away from Brad, and you should be good. Okay, then you're gonna place this down.
And it's a circle, so it's okay.
Yes,
As long as you're centering it.
as
place
centered
it
as
anywhere.
possible, like that. All right, you still got your, spinny stars.
Nice.
All right, make sure your stars are all still spinning.
Spin, 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 spin. Yep.
Good to go.
All right, and now to finish it off.
Almost there. All right. Got these things here. Our little hats.
I think I'm going to glue down the class of first. That way I don't accidentally cover anything.
That's a good idea. And also, I'm going to find where my 3 went. There you are. So I'm like, what happened? All right, yes, we'll get the class down.
Bam.
Center everything up. Class. I'm going to go this way.
Up. guess you could also QB. Oh, are you QBing? Oh, no,
No.
you're gluing. You could also QB these.
You
But
can.
I already started gluing, so.
I
we are.
actually like the glue because then it gives it more depth. Because then you can QB up everything else and keep this like kind of deep.
Yeah. Bam.
So boom.
Right. I don't know if anyone guessed the correctly out there, but if anyone's guessing at home, I graduated 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a while,
Yeah, it's been a bit.
which I never thought.
Yes, indeed.
Ooh, Grandma Bubba was very close. She guessed 2014.
Wow. Very, very close. All right, now guess mine. Which is kind of funny for another reason. You know the reason.
I do.
So I can't forget.
Wait, I do know the reason?
I think you know the reason.
I'm kind of, I don't know. Maybe.
I think you'll know the reason once I say the reason.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, obviously you'll know the reason then, but I think you'll remember the reason.
Bam. All right. Cute.
Class of 2023. Spin, spin, spin.
All right. And I'm just going to put on the hat and the diploma, and we'll be all set.
And we are done.
I am going to QB these.
Me too. All right, get these down here. And if you made a nice strong base on that gold, this shouldn't be a problem at all. All right, get this down here as well. And if anyone else guessed, I graduated college when Andrea graduated.
Oh, that's the
school.
reason?
That's the reason.
That's the reason, yes.
So just plus minus 4 years to that, and that's basically it. Which is pretty funny, actually. It's like you graduated high school 2015. I graduated college 2015.
So we're both 2015 graduates.
That means you were a baby.
Oh, baby. Small, so small.
All right.
And so 15 is my favorite number, by the way.
Oh.
It's funny because that was the first number I understood how like multiplication worked.
What?
Yeah,
Like
for some
3 and
reason I was
5?
sitting there just struggling. Yeah, I was just like, there I am in 4th grade, just struggling with multiplication. And then some reason I was like, wait, 3, 5 equals 15. 3 times 5, 15. 5 times 3, 15. I was like, I understand multiplication all of a sudden. And from then on, 15 was like my favorite number. It wasn't until I got older that I realized I was going to graduate in 2015.
Double-digit favorite numbers. That's a fun one. I wonder if we surveyed everyone in the office and how many would be double-digit favorite numbers.
I don't know. My sister's favorite number is 72. I
Why?
have no idea.
Why 72?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Oh, also.
Oh yeah, the last step. I'll take
putting
this. Whoops.
on-
I'll take this one.
For your cake topper.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
To
And
make
our
it
paper.
into a cake topper.
Yeah. We are using paper straws because that works with our glue.
Yes.
But of course, you can use other things, but we find paper straws to work fairly well.
Yes, indeed.
And we're just flattening it to give it a nice spot to glue down. Lots of surface area.
I'm seeing. I always get this misaligned, so I'm taking some extra precautions and aligning. And watch,
Oh,
it's
yes.
not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I've tried stuff like this so many times and it hasn't worked. So it will work this time. All that being
will work
said,
this time.
it will work this time. All right, so we flatten our little straw here. Put a good amount of glue down on that flattened straw. Boom, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to stick this on here, about there. Then I'm going to look at the other side quickly and make sure that was right. Close, readjust, give it some time. Wait a second. Like that. There. A little bit of pressure. A little bit of pressure.
As much as I tried, I still misaligned it.
I tried really hard. It's hard on circles specifically.
Yeah.
Specifically circles. All right.
One day we'll get this down.
I think I got it.
He's graduated to the next level.
Got pretty close
Oh,
anyways.
crafter.
Bum bum! Class of 2023. Not shaking it too hard yet because I don't think it's
I don't think
fully
it's dry
glued.
yet.
But there we go. Celebrate!
So
You
this is
graduated and waited.
graduation cake topper. Again, it does have other letters, so you can use this file for, you know, when your
And it spins
kiddos or
around.
nephew or friends or whoever is graduating for, you know, whatever year.
Whatever
Always
year,
work.
all the time.
And this is, again, how to kind of elevate any cake topper file you get, how to make it a shaker, and how to maybe add some fun elements. A lot of times, too, glitter, like glitter paper, foil, foam, cubies will help elevate those projects in general, giving them
Yeah.
dimension and a lot of fun
Yes,
elements.
Lots of fun things.
Ta-da! So this is our graduation cake topper.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Dun, dun,
All right,
dun.
thank you guys for joining us. This was a very fun live. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And I hope, again, congratulations to all those graduates out there. School is no joke. It is a lot of work.
It is a
So
lot of work.
we're very proud of you and good luck on your next steps.
Oh.
All right.
Bye-bye.